This is Shark Finning by Zach Costa. Shark finning, a brutal practice. Shark finning entails fishing a shark out of the ocean, slicing its first dorsal fin off, and throwing the shark back into the water while it is still alive. If the shark is lucky, another shark will put it out of its misery, but most end up dying. A slow, painful death while slowly drowning, bleeding profusely where they eventually drown or die of blood loss. Alarming declines. According to the Animal Welfare Institute, 73 million sharks are killed annually solely for their fins. Tens of millions more sharks and rays are killed each year than accounted for, primarily through illegal, unregulated, and unreported fishing. As a result of this overfishing, over 300 shark and ray species are listed as vulnerable, endangered, or critically endangered by the International Union for the Conservation of Nature. That number equates to nearly 30% of all shark species classified as threatened. Driving demand. Shark fin soup. The fins are used for shark fin soup, an East Asian dish associated with wealth and festivity. However, this soup is nothing to celebrate. With China's booming economy and growing population, more and more people have access to purchasing this popular meal, which causes fishermen to have a larger incentive to catch and sell more shark fins. Ocean imbalance. As apex predators, large sharks like great white sharks play an important role at the top of the marine food chain. Removing these top predators creates an imbalance in the rest of the ocean ecosystem with excessive amounts of prey. Without them, the entire food chain can be affected, negatively impacting the entire ecosystem, including the fish humans love to eat. The ripple effect. Disrupting marine ecosystems affects more than just sharks. It impacts global fish stocks, biodiversity, and human livelihoods. Coral reefs dependent on predator-prey balance suffer from shark loss, leading to diminished biodiversity and weaker ecosystems. Coastal communities relying on fishing and tourism face economic challenges as marine ecosystems collapse. Sharks. Risk. With the species' slow growth and low reproductive rates, sharks are highly susceptible to extinction, and it is difficult for many shark species to replenish their populations as quickly as they are being diminished. The number of sharks found in the open oceans has plunged by 71% over half a century, mainly due to overfishing, according to the BBC. Cultural shift. Awareness campaigns have successfully reduced the demand for shark fin soup in some regions. For instance, younger generations in China and other East Asian countries are increasingly rejecting shark fin soup, seeing it as outdated and harmful. Celebrities and influencers like Yao Ming have campaigned against shark fin soup, significantly lowering its demand over the last decade. Protecting sharks. Conservation efforts have become more mainstream with organizations like the Humane Society International and the Animal Welfare Institute pushing for more legislation to protect sharks in the parts of the world where there is no environmental law enforcement. A major piece of legislation protecting sharks is the Shark Conservation Act of 2010, which requires all sharks in the United States to be brought ashore with all of their fins naturally attached. Hope for the future. Conservation efforts are showing positive results in some areas. Marine protected areas, MPAS. Countries like Palau and the Maldives have established shark sanctuaries, banning all shark fishing in their waters. Fishing bans. Many territories like the Galapagos Islands are protected by strict fishing regulations, allowing shark populations to recover. Join the fight. Legislation can only do so much because at the end of the day, it's up to us to spread the word about the dangers that shark finning poses to not just the shark populations, but to the whole ocean ecosystem. Simple things that you can do to support are spreading the word on social media by liking and reposting content that gets the message out there and by donating to your local and national conservation organizations. Organizations. Some major conservation organizations protecting sharks are the Shark Trust, a United Kingdom-based charity focused on shark research, education, and policy development. The Shark Conservation Society, a science-based organization focused on conservation and education. And the Shark Research Institute, an organization focused on research, education, and community engagement. Posing. Together, we can protect sharks, preserve ocean health and ensure a thriving planet. Join the movement to safeguard our oceans, guardians.